All right, hello and welcome. We're going to be playing Amulet, a league with Amulet here in this modern stream. And you're going to see that this list is very heavily aimed towards the Magic Online metagame right now that has way too much burn. Like, you're playing against burn like guaranteed at least one or between 1 and 2 times per league. So we're going to have access to main deck Uro, Gracers over Stasis, and we have Sudden Shocks and Fire Spouts and Obstinate Baloth in the sideboard. So lots of cards for the burn matchup. We're gonna see how this works out. But yeah, let's see how things go. Opponents on the play here. And they have a companion, which is Lurrus of the something. Alright, this hand is amazing. So if we are playing against burn, yep. Oh, Prowess. Definitely worse for us. Definitely much worse for us than burn, but yeah. We're gonna get to Dryad on turn 2, and then we're gonna get to play our castle. Should be pretty decent. And then if we draw a green bounce land, even if they kill our Dryad, we can still Titan, which should be pretty solid. Opponent's lighting up that stage over there. Ugh, they have the second land. Opponent confirmed Lucksack. Confirmed Lucksack. Play Dryad. Play Castle and Steerings. And again, I'm looking for... Actually, we have multiple things that we can find here. Yeah, this is actually the best of the bunch. Crumbling Vestige here is great because it allows me to Titan next turn guaranteed, and I don't even need to lose a land drop in order to do it, so that's awesome. We naturally drew our Garrison, which is very unlucky, so we're not going to get to haste our Titan, but we can set up another Titan for the following turn, which should be pretty solid. Probably going to bolt me and step, bolt Lava Dart, me and step. Interesting. Huh. I mean, they're going to have to kill this, and they cannot flashback this Lava. Okay, now they can. Spoke too soon. And our opponent kind of has to kill this Dryad, otherwise they lose. So that's pretty cool. Abbot of Curl Keep, you got it, my friend. They exiled another Lava Dart, so they have to play the Lava Dart this turn. If they don't kill this Dryad, I think we just win. Yep, they're forced to kill the Dryad. Which this means that they exile the Lava Dart for no value. Yeah, until end of this turn or next turn. So they're exiled the Lava Dart for no value. So they play a naked Abbot of Curl Keep basically, and they're down in land. So that actually turned out being a lot better for us. Also, this draw is incredible, right? Because now I can haste. So we Crumbling Vestige, we activate for 6, we use 1 for a Bird Racer, we put Boros Garrison in play. Yeah, this is awesome. So now we can haste our Titan. Bounce here. Cast this, get prime time. Opponent concedes. Okay, so we want Sudden Shocks, we want Fire Spout, we want Baloth. They cannot have Blood Moon, so that's great. Cavern of Souls over Ghost Quarter for sure. Explores out. We can shape one of these. We can shape one of these. Now that we have Sudden Shock and Fire Spout, I don't think that we need to be playing Dismember. Dismember was more of a necessary evil than rather than a card that we're actively happy to put in our deck. So there we go. Forgot my Karns. So Karn is nice. Unfortunately, this is not really a Karn metagame, unfortunately. Boy, do I love me some Karn though. So this hand is heavy in interaction, which is both a good and a bad thing at the same time. But I think I like it enough to keep it. So we're gonna play a tap stomping around here. I don't think we can afford to take the damage. It's pretty good for them. It's pretty good for them for sure. So we're gonna take 4 here. Wow, that's a hell of a draw. Amazing. So now I get to set up Fire Spout for next turn. That is so good. Jeez. I guess that we can even steerings here. Whiffsky. Good old Whiffsky, but it's not the end of the world. Sudden Shock for Swift Spear types. Yes, it's for Swift Spear, it's for Infect, it's for so many cards that Sudden Shock is very good against. Wow. Opponent confirmed Black Sack. Confirmed Black Sack. And I'm just snapping off this block. Doesn't matter what they attack. Snapping it off. Snapping it off. Snap, snap, snap. Oof. Oh my god. This Fire Spout though. Whoo! We even got the value from the seal. Oh my god. GG's. That was a D plus Fire Spout. We even have the Sudden Shock for the Lurrus when this comes down. Good stuff, good stuff. That sucks. I guess I'm gonna get to draw a couple of cards. And they literally top deck the bubble, otherwise they would have been forced to display out the Lurrus for no value at all. Raise hands for spoilers. Damn it. Favorite Russ? I mean, I'm a pretty good Russ. I am a pretty good Russ. I imagine my opponent's going to be holding up all of their... They just have like a bunch of spells in hand right now, and they're kind of holding them till the point where they find a creature, which makes sense. It's pretty good. We use this, we Amulet, we use 3 mana. We're 1 mana short of Titaning this turn. Feels bad, man. That's fine, though. Oh yeah, Stabs. With the Twitch from sub. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Yes, we are 1 land short. I'm gonna get to Titan next turn. They can blow up my Amulet, I really don't care. They had Lurrus as a companion, so I know that I don't need to care about Blood Moon. We don't even need to play around it. Yeah, that's GG's. Do I think you should play Neoform Metapitiku tomorrow? Play whatever makes you happy. Sure. Yeah, we actually have lethal here. You should play whatever makes you happy, Magus. The whole of Neoform PT players. That's a miserable hole to be a part of. When it makes you happy, yeah. I mean, if you're winning with Neoform, then by all means, go nuts. I did not do a lot of winning when I played Neoform. It might not be that poorly positioned at the moment. I mean, you kind of died to all the Lurrus mid-range decks, right? And now the Ursa decks are even playing Force, which before they weren't. Which probably makes things a little bit worse for you as well. This hand is not close. If this were a green source, this hand would be a snap keep, but unfortunately... this hand is actually not that bad. We're only missing lands, and like any bounce land just fixes all of our issues. Alright. We're also on the play. The gen matchup is good and they no longer have Lily. Sure, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I have no experience with Neoform. Like, the only time that I played Neoform, I had a miserable time and I lost a lot. But so if you were successful with the deck, you should definitely play it. It's pretty straightforward. If you're good at playing the deck and you win with it, then you should definitely play it. I punt a lot too. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. It's a lot harder to play well when you're playing a deck that you don't enjoy. That's something that it's very, very true for me, at least. When I'm playing a deck that I enjoy, I play so much better. It's not even funny. When I'm legitimately having a bad time playing a deck, I play a lot worse. Okay, so we're probably just dead here. We're very, very, very dead, actually. Decks that have a very kinky molding decisions are very hard to pick up and do well with. That's also true. Then Dredge, Neoform, that sort of thing, many combo decks. Combo decks are high IQ. Yeah, that's possible. We're just dead to ad nauseam. You're gonna pact me? Why? I guess it's just going to kill me on their up or their next turn anyway. But now they can just add Nauseam with the trigger on the stack. That's what's gonna happen. That makes sense actually. But if I have back, they played into Pact of Negation pretty hard actually. And Nauseam hasn't been performing in this meta. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible for it to be a reasonable deck. It would kind of make sense too, right? And Nauseam is very, very good against burn and stuff. Okay. They could have just killed me with a Lightning Storm, but sure. I would like to Thassa's Oracle instead. Sounds good. All right. Yes to these. We want these. We want these. We want this. One of these is fine. We don't want more. This can go. This can go. This can go. These can go. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, you can E for 0 to blow up those things, and you can also hand is kind of medium. I think it's keepable, but it's pretty medium. Just Pact of Negation is very good in this matchup. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you can. It's just like something that you can transmute for that will give you. They can give you an answer to their fast mana. Like for example, I really miss Karn in this matchup. Karn is very, very good. Actually, that was a mistake now that I think about it. I should have held on to the Gracer. If I drew any green bounce land, the Gracer would have allowed me to cast a Titan on 3, and now I can't. Are you a number Gracer fan again? No, I am playing it just because it's just reasonable in the metagame. If you weren't playing against Burn at least between 1 and 2 times per league, I would not play this Gracer. But Burn is like this is like the 7th match that we're playing today, and we faced Burn 3 times. Like it's kind of egregious, like how much Burn is happening right now in Magic Online. And then we never drew a land. Feels bad, man. So now we're just dead. Versus Jund, Gracer seems awful. Yeah, it's bad, but also Scout is bad against Jund anyway, so it's no big deal. Like it doesn't really make a difference there. But like for example, in the blue-white matchup, like the difference between Gracer and Scout is very, very, very large. Like Scout is probably like one of the best, if not the best, one of the best cards in the matchup. while Gracer is basically unplayable in the blue-white matchup. Alright, just exile all your win conditions. Let's be reasonable here. They exile no win conditions. Opponent confirmed Lucksack. Scout versus Neoform is good. Nothing is good against Neoform. Nothing that you can play in Amulet besides Grafdigger's Cage in the Cyber is good against Neoform. Scout is absurd when Goldfishing also versus Path decks. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We just got still had all these by my opponent. That's funny. All right. Don't really want to see their deck again. That's funny. All right, 1-1. Not the best start. Magus reason to find out like Hydro Grixis is good in Modern? No, it isn't. Hey, Dark Saga, how's it going? Sad hand. Very sad hand. Okay, hand. We're going to... I guess that we're gonna bottom the castle here. The point apparently is a fan of the stream, so that's cool. So we're gonna be able to go Squatter on turn 1, play our Amulet. Turn 2 we get to play our second Amulet and Steerings, and we can set up a turn 3 Titan if we draw it. Opponent says hi stream. Say hi to opponent, Machine Gunner 99. Oh. They're playing that deck. So we were missing this card and we found that card, so we're probably gonna win the game on turn 3. How was the Yorion version? We went 4-1. Yorion wasn't really good. It did win a couple of games though. I think I cast it twice in the entire league. Draw a Sousa, yeah, drawing a Sousa would be nice. But how did it feel? Worse than not playing Yorion. Certainly felt worse than not playing Yorion. Amulet Titan wants to draw Amulet and Titan. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessary, but like you do a lot more winning when you can see your Amulets and your Titans more reliably. So diluting your deck for a 4/5 flyer. Granted, like starting your deck with 8 cards, like I've been playing Yorion in like Legacy and Modern a lot lately, so clearly I'm a big fan of the card. But I think that Amulet is not the kind of deck that wants to play it. I don't have the math to back that up, but you told me how I felt. And I feel like I drew the cards that I wanted to draw less often than in this version. I didn't do the math, but like it felt worse, and it also felt like so we actually have enough to just kill here. Very smart. Very, very smart from our opponent. Like, they know that they're dead. That is like the 500 IQ play right there. Good stuff, opponent. Good stuff. Well played. Like, they just know that they're dead to this Primeval Titan. So, like, their only possible out to win this game is to cheese me out. And they attempted to mill me. Very smart. Very, very smart. I have no idea what Dredge is playing these days. I'm going to be bringing in Fire Spot for sure. And Cage, obviously, but I don't know if they're actually playing Blood Moons. Like, they were playing, like, actual Blood Moons not long ago. Like, a couple of weeks ago or something. Dredge was running a couple of Blood Moons in the sideboard. I think I won Rex Sage because of... what's the name of that card? Leyline of Sanctity and whatnot. I don't think we need Uro. Well, I guess I do want the steerings. They find me cages. That is the card I used to cut. But now with cages, let's do something like this. They license needles. Yeah, we don't care about needle. But Leyline, we care about it. Kind of. Because of Bojugabog. Yeah, no, for sure. So much love. I mean, ask your questions. So always. I always welcome. Questions are always welcome. I will always answer to the best of my ability. Sodek plays Amulet now, though. We played actually with other Lurrus. He does Graveyard Hate. Yeah, I don't know. This hand is not good. If we had a Natty Bog, I might have kept that hand. This one is a lot better actually, so I think we're gonna be keeping this one, and we're gonna bottom the castle. Yeah. So turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 we Titan. It's good. We're gonna draw a cage off the top, so it's fine. Never lucky. Alright, correct thing to play here is the castle, because we have a lot of things that we can draw. Yeah, Sodek is probably like the best Dredge player in the world. I think that's fair to say. That he is simply the best Dredge player in the world. There might be other players that are about his level. Let's say that he's one of the best. PRG? What's PRG? Shriekhorn, okay. Somebody in chat said that he's overrated, but he can be the best and overrated at the same time. I mean, has literally anybody else Has literally anybody else top 8'd and won as many events with Dredge as Sobek has? I mean, it's a pretty straightforward question. And I think that it's probably no. Like, the answer is very likely no. With Dredge specifically, I know that he won a PTQ. I know that he won multiple challenges. In terms of results, if he's not, again, if he's not the one that has the best results, he is high up there. We're gonna get that last free corner activation. We're gonna get him good. They only play Dredge a lot. Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm saying. So name giant here. Got him. Look at that value that we're getting. Sick value we're getting. Interesting giant, says my opponent. It's a tiny giant. I am tempted to Brock. They missed a land drop last turn. But if they did find land, that means they bring another amalgam. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna take it here. Polish Rap is overrated for sure. All right, yeah, we can agree on that. I'm not a big fan of his musical decisions. That is true. Okay, for a bad draw, that is not the worst. Oh man, this is kind of rough actually. So if I play T-West and Castle, then I'm setting up for a Transmute next turn and guaranteed Titan 2 turns from now. If I play a Castle, I think I have to go for the... The only problem is now if we top deck exactly prime time, we actually cannot cast it. Which is pretty brutal. Here I'm going to chump the Amalgam, block the Ghast. Okay, so they... At least they haven't found the cycling land. Whenever they find the cycling land, we're pretty screwed. Thank you for the follow. Yo, it's Lewis. That's a fine name. Yes, I will block. Also, no reunion is pretty sweet. Choose music video. Those are for when I stream events, Magus. We can play it at the end of the stream, but I cannot play it in the middle of the stream because otherwise when I upload the video to YouTube, the copyright infringement gets me. So we can't play it right now, but we can play it at the end. Okay. I mean, there's not much that we can do here. If they have Thoughtseize number 3, we lose. But Celebi... Huh. They did not activate on upkeep. Why would they not activate an upkeep? They have a Loam in hand, and I think they also have an Imp, if I'm not mistaken. They should have definitely activated on upkeep. This Ox is probably going to be lethal though. Especially because we cannot get zombies. We just don't have the amount of lands to trigger Field of the Dead. Our mana has been pretty awkward this game. Yeah, that turn 1 Thoughtseize and then the second Thoughtseize on turn 4 or something ended up putting us a little bit too far behind. Yeah, this is probably... Well, they don't have enough Bloodghasts, so we can draw exactly Firespout. No, we don't have red mana. Never mind, we cannot draw exactly Firespout. Yeah, we're just dead here. Yeah, we're just dead here. I guess we could have drawn exactly Amulet. No, but like, even drawing exactly Amulet doesn't do it. No, I guess he could have done it. Yeah, maybe that was an early concession. Maybe I should have waited one more turn. Anyway. The best kind of comedy, the one that you cannot tell if it's real exactly. I agree with that. Vegan wrap. That sounds interesting to say the least. Yeah, we can't keep this. Ugh. Gross. We probably have to keep this one though. Hey Yamsk, yeah, doing well. Playing some amulets, like we often do. Living that amulet life. So Thoughts is here, it's pretty bad for us, but it's not backbreaking, because like we still have stuff to do, even if we get Thoughtseized. They 100% take the cage, because they probably can't beat the cage, but yeah, they have the Thoughtseize on 1 again. Okay. But at least we're going to be... Oh, wow. Are we getting jebaited here? Yeah, they have a grudge. But if they don't, so if I play the cage, like I cannot play around the grudge, right? So that part is easy. But if I play out the cage, they use their second turn to destroy my cage. So I think I'm going to use. I think I'm going to Gracer here. Instead of playing the cage, because playing Gracer now allows me to next turn steerings into cage into potentially another cage. Reunion would be pretty brutal, but... So hopefully they don't dredge into the nuts. Oh wow, that's really far from the nuts. Very, very far from the nuts. Okay, so best thing that we can find here is another cage, probably. If we don't find another cage, oh, Amulet. Yeah, that one actually doesn't do anything. Because I'm expecting my opponent to have Grudge. So I think I'd rather just get the land. Now the question is, do I want a second blue source or do I want a field? I think I'd rather have the second blue source. And now we're gonna get to steerings. Okay. So we're gonna get to Titan next turn, and my opponent kind of has to spend this turn to blow up this Grudge, so to blow up this cage, and then next turn we just Titan them. Don't have enough. Come on! Oh my god! Wow! Oh, we were setting it up so beautifully too. We were setting it up so nicely. My opponent just always had it. Alright, there's the Grudge. Natty Bog. Okay, I guess that one also counts. Alright, just don't have another Thoughtseize, okay? I don't think we can afford to transmute for Bog there, unfortunately. They have no Dredger though, so that at least is good. Alright, cool. So this should be GG's now. In before Shadowed Out. Okay, no Shadowed Out. Cool. Bog Field, I think. Should I play around Blood Moon? Am I far enough ahead that I can play around Blood Moon? I think I should, right? We hold up Cruel Turf. This is probably GG's. Even if they have an answer to the Titan, I masterfully left a bounce land in my hand so we can transmute here. Pog, I guess. Caught you one of your streams. Oh, yeah, Lewis, doing well here. Just gonna get Valakut, Field of the Dead. Valakut you. Field you. Gracer hits hard, says my opponent. That's funny. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable hand for them to have. Second Garage, Ox, Price Amalgam. Muzdam buying Amulet off of winning credit in Arena. Thanks, Arena. You are not entirely useless. Oh, that's awesome, House of Mana. I didn't even know that you could make money in Arena. Get Scott catching your stream being in the UK. Yeah, I can imagine that. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, hanging out. Playing against Lurrus again. Probably gonna... If this is burn again... I mean, to be fair, we're X and O against Burn, so we love seeing Burn on the other side of the table. It's just like this Lurrus card is it's just getting a little bit silly, you know. My opponents. My opponent says I registered the next thinking, fuck, I'm never being Titan. Alright, so I guess that our opponent knows. our opponent knows what they're about. That's really funny. So we're gonna explore land. It's pretty good. Gonna name Giant here, and we're gonna play a second Amulet. If we draw a bounce land, we get to play an Untitled Titan. If we don't, we get to play it next turn. We don't get that sweet field value, unfortunately, but Into the Story. Wow. Oh, this might be Jerry T's deck. Okay, now we're gonna get to field, which is great. Typhoon GB, thank you for the follow. Thoughtseize? It's literally the only thing that our opponent can do here. I guess that they can steal one of my amulets with the card that they Archmage's Charm. It looks like it is Jerry T's deck. Oh, just hardcasted Lurrus. PogChamp. This is I guess better for it to be my deck. No, because next turn I get double field trigger, so that seems better. This actually allows me to haste very nicely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a... I guess it doesn't matter. Opponent concedes. they trust me. Appreciate the trust. Alright, so they probably are a grindy deck. We might need to expect a Morigo and stuff. We want Beast Within. We want Tracker and this. We want Second Cavern. We might want Cage. No, there's no way we want Cage. Gracer seems super medium, probably even horrendous. We're gonna just cut them all. Pact is good. Ghost Quarter probably terrible. And probably Radiant Fountain also terrible. Let's go with this. They might have Damping Sphere, but I don't think I care about enough. I care about that card enough. Souls in Arena Tournaments guaranteed 500 pricing, pays it up 12 and 16. Oh, nice. That's amazing, House of Mana. Opponent moves to 4. Typhoon GV with the Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, Typhoon. Really appreciate you being here today. And subscribing to the channel. Thank you a lot. I guess this is really bad if this Azusa gets countered. Yeah, that's pretty bad if that Azusa had gotten countered. Okay, so opponent does not have removal. Cool. Good to know about that. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I missed it, sorry. Explosives, sure. So they can't have Ashiok, so that's cool. They might have something like K command? Push my Yasusa, that's fine. Don't care too much about that one. Oof, that's pretty good. So we're gonna put this into play tapped with double Amulet. This gives me blue, so I can transmute. Transmute for prime time. But we're probably not gonna play it for a minute, actually. Shadow of the Outlets do it OP, yeah. That would have been pretty good. Oh, the classic milieu. Oh, drown in the lock. That's what that means. Alright. So I guess we're gonna continue chilling here. So in response to this Thought Scour, I'm gonna pact for prime time. So now we can hold the prime time in hand. Bujugibal sucks, because that's what I wanted to that's what I wanted to get with the prime time so I can play around drown. That sucks. That one sucks. We can still overpower what our opponent's doing. Thanks to field. Steerings. I will steer things up. Steer it up. Little darling. Steer it up. Into the story. Okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for sure. Go to discard Pog. So at this point we can double Titan them. So we can basically just wait to draw. I could draw 4, or I can just draw 1. Maybe they want to surgical me? Yeah, that was the plan, okay. Maybe I played it a little bit too slow there. I was trying to find exactly something like this, because we already have mana to double Titan on the same turn. So while holding up either dispute or Pact of Negation. Think of the follow Demon Wolf. Spent the afternoon making this, and there's watermark. Oh no, brutal. Popper Deck Finder. Wow. You really spend a lot of time there, really. Do you have a list of what list you think is the most optimal right now? Thinking about getting that deck in MTGO? I don't know. That's why I'm testing. This feels like it's pretty good for the online meta, but like if they ban Lurrus, so like the list is gonna change drastically. So it's just one of those things, you know. The Miser's Cage, sure. Sure. What's the Sudden Shock for? Bought them when I played Burn and they've been collecting dust. They are good against, well, Burn. They're good against Infect. They're good against Gristle, the Neo brand decks. With how bad that matchup is for us, you can sometimes cheese a win by setting up a situation where you are sudden shocking the lab man in response to your opponent drawing a card. So like they're not like great or anything, but we need a lot of help in that matchup to begin with, and it's something that might be able to help basically. It's good versus hardened scales. Okay. Ugh, I would have loved to have drawn that Cruel Turf. Okay. So we're gonna name Giant here. This time we do have the field, so that makes things a lot easier for us. Steerings first. Yeah, sure. So Stomping Ground, Steerings again. Amulet, into it. I'm going to use the mana there because if they counter my Amulet, I really don't care. Alright, so my opponent has this turn to mill a Titan and Surgical them away, and even if they do, we can probably Uro. Well, I guess we can't really Uro. Pog. They could Aether Gust here, which would suck. And I think that if they Aether Gust, I actually put the Titan on the bottom so my opponent cannot mill it. Is that crazy? That's not crazy. That's just next level. Sure, you got it. So we definitely want a blue source, and we probably want Bojuka Bog here. So let's start there. Just get a couple of Sombos, and I just don't know how many opponent wins from here. Like, they can Surgical my Titans, they can kill this, it just doesn't matter. Like, we're past the point of this mattering anymore now. And if I get to untap, that's just game over. Because I'm just holding up Mystical Dispute at that point. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that looks like a really good matchup for us. I might have been afraid of something like an Unmore Ego kind of card, but if they're not playing something like that, like the whole Thought Scour U plus Surgical combo. Like, it's cute. Like, I mean, that's how my opponent won game 2, right? Like, it can be effective, but it's so unreliable. The 4-1 Dream. We call it the standard here, you know? 80% is basically like the baseline, and then from there up. I'm all about that 80% life, you know? Alright, it's time to 80% this league. You need to spend $297 to remove the watermark. How? Well, like, how? Why? Pog! Pog again! Remember this deck, chat? Wow. Look at the amount of value my opponent's getting over there. Well, I think I'm gonna lead on to Lurrus here because it's not. We're not gonna get to a point where it doesn't matter for them to chalice on 0. Like, now they know they have to chalice on 0 because they see the T-West, but it's probably fine. You need to have a turn 2 thought not see your opponent. Like, it's. Otherwise, what are you doing? The classic mull into Oblivion into a hand that's non-functional. Oh, they have Simeon. Yeah, they need to have a turn 2 thought not. Hashtag synergy. Hashtag synergy. God damn it. So I think we just Udo here. We draw a card, Udo goes to the yard where my opponent can't exile it, and if we find, that's what I was gonna say, if we find any land, then this Vestige is good for us. I think that we're just going to, damn it, we still play it out, but because now we can still draw a bounce land, but all right, looking for a bounce here. This deck might get you very hard. Yeah, I just think it's a very bad deck. I don't think it's good at all. But yeah, you can lose to Narset Cannon, right? Narset Cannon might get you too. Like, that doesn't mean that it's a good deck. But at one point I remember people being actually high on this deck and like thinking this deck was legit good. Any bounce land? Stir it up, bum bum bum, little darling. Stir it up, bim bum bum. Eldrazi Stompy. Talk about a flash from the past. Talk about a flash from the past. Heavy Ghost Quarter build is the way to go. I mean, sure. it's it really is whatever. I don't think that you can build this deck in any way that makes it playable. Eldrazi Stompy, wow. That's so wild. Activation is awful. We can shave one summoner's back. Bujuki Ball can go. Gracer is super medium. I think I'd rather have Explorers. Is Fire Spout good here? It isn't, right? Is Fire Spout better than either Steerings or Gracer is the question. I think they are not. Karn is not good at the moment. I mean, you're usually you play against Burn like between 1 and 2 times per league, so no. I think this hand is fine. Look at all the value that my opponent's getting. It's like they basically did a mulligan because now they got an Eternal Scourge. Multi 5. I found that playing Black Green Crown was not a good idea, so I switched to Black Green Titan. You mean Black Green Crown like my brew Black Green Crown? There's no way that you're talking about this, right? Don't know how there was a cube. Maybe our opponent though, they mulled 2 times to 7 and did not have Temple. Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of what this deck is supposed to do, right? Like my opponent just mulligan to 3. The difference is like other decks that mulligan to 3 are like Dredge, Neoform, any version of Tron, Other Pocket. Thank you for the follow. Like, what are they gonna do here? Like, turn 1 Eternal Scourge? Like, what is this? Turn 1 Chalice, maybe? That would be actually a little bit annoying. Not as annoying as Chalice of 0, but yeah, exactly. It's just like this is all what my opponent had here. We're going to be beating that very, very easily. Eternal Scourge equals fixed Lurrus. It's basically the same card, right? They even forgot to play it. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you mulligan to 3 and like your hand is just not functional. Like on a mull to 3, they insist on the Chalice for 1. On a mull to 3, Tron can Karn you on turn 3, right? Granted, of course, they need to get super lucky, but like they can do that. If you mull to 3 with this deck, the payoff is just not there, you know? Play your Eternal Scourge, opponent. Come on. All right, easy. 4-1. This is the list that we were playing. I like this. The only loss that we had this league was to just basically drawing non-functional cards against Ad Nauseam. But Ad Nauseam is already kind of like a 50-50 matchup where you need to get a little bit lucky in order to get there, or you need your opponent to get unlucky. So I don't think that you want to, to metagame against that too much. It's probably not worth doing. As long as you don't get hurt against red-green mid-range, this version looks very, very good, honestly. I don't even know what you would have to do to beat red-green mid-range though, so it's probably not even worth trying to beat. So, this list, like, I felt super far ahead. If we played against Burn 4 times, and like we 4-0 them easily. Like it didn't feel particularly close. Like the fact that we're not taking damage from our spells, Fire Spout is kind of a beast, especially now that Burn is trying to rely a little bit more on creatures because of Lurrus, so they can get value from the Lurrus. It means that Fire Spout is basically just great. I guess that we played against Burn 3 times and 1 time was against Prowess, and that's where the Fire Spout was really an absolute blowout. But yeah, Uro in the main deck is okay. Like we didn't get it back a single time. It just Amulet is just not very good at getting back Uro. That's why I don't think it's a main deck card. But right now, as basically like the third explorer in a metagame that's filled with burn, it didn't feel bad. It just felt super medium. And anything else that I want to discuss? Probably we want to make room for either another breeding pool. I saw people trying out the Triome, which is this card. I feel like next time I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't really have high hopes for this card. Probably over the Stomping Ground. I don't really have high hopes for this card. Because like having a card, even though it's a forest, like the fact that it literally every single time just enters the battlefield tapped seems just really, really bad to me. But it seems worth giving it a shot, you know, especially when we're trying to make sure that we can cast both our Sudden Shock, our blue and our red cyber cards. Is there a cyber guide for the more recent meta? No, Iceman. As you can see, I'm still experimenting. I have no idea what a good list for the recent meta would look like. I think it might. This seems like a very good starting point, but I'm not even sure that this is very good. And also, like Lurrus is probably gonna get banned sometimes, hopefully soon. So, like, I would like to make sure that Lurrus is not gonna take over the format. You know, like if Lurrus does take over the format, basically what I'm trying to say is, and it's going to eventually get banned, just like Oko did. I don't know how much effort I want to put into a list and stuff, you know. But this list looks good. This at least seems like a really, really good starting point. Let's put it like that. This list seems like a very, very good starting point. Is Gracer better than Scout now? It's just better against the metagame decks, which is exactly what I'm saying right here. Like this list is heavy metagame towards the Magic Online meta where we're playing against Burn at least 4 out of 10 matches, which is what happened today. And Gracer really shines in that matchup, while Scout is pretty weak. It's not terrible, but yeah, I could have put Amulet. What do you mean, Enrico? Which of these I get ads for finding sexy singles? Scroats, Maggie. I have no idea. I don't choose which ads you get. I have no idea why the YouTube algorithm will send those ads to you. But I mean, I'm sexy, so there's that. I'm not single, so I'm sorry about that, Scroats, Maggie. Ads are based on personal history, my dude. Wow. Brutal. Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome. All right, yeah, so I think there are going to be some events this weekend. I still don't know which ones I'm going to be playing and which ones I'm not going to be playing, so stay tuned on Twitter if you want to find out. But I'm definitely going to be streaming this weekend. Also, next week, I'm going to start with a new schedule, okay? So I think that the schedule is going to look like Monday is going to be Amulet Day, like regardless of what happens. I mean, Monday is always going to be Amulet deck, so we're going to be playing some version of Amulet, probably like the best version of Amulet. Then I think I'm going to have like a meme day and I'm gonna have a Legacy Day for sure. I definitely want to have at least one Legacy Day, possibly two. So next next week I'm going to figure out a schedule, and I'm gonna post it, and then I'm going to try to adhere to that schedule, because I'm streaming every day, right? Every day, and I'm trying to stream always at the same time, which is 11 a.m. PST, with the exceptions of Thursday, sorry, which I'm starting usually at noon. So because of that, I want to, kind of like adhere to a schedule and make sure that I can keep up with that schedule, and then everything's going to be, the stream is going to be a lot more organized, and I'm going to be a little bit more professional about it, just trying to stay up there. Play Lotus Box event on Sunday. Let's see Fran play Pioneer. That sounds horrible. That format sucks. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're watching YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.